Welcome to another edition of Thunderbirds This Week. Dan Elliott with you here at the UBC Sports Hall of Fame, located at the Doug Mitchell Thunderbirds Sports Center, and we're here for a specific reason, but we'll get to that in just a moment. First, let's talk about what's on tap, especially here at home. Now, over at War Memorial Gym, the men's and women's volleyball teams will be in action, beginning with the women. Well, yes, they are the five-time defending national champions. They continue to roll along, steamrolling the competition. They've won 18 straight games. They are 19-1 on the season, and they look to wrap up top spot in the Canada West Conference when they take on the Mount Royal Cougars this week. And the situation for the women is this: they win out these final two games and they will secure a first-round bye, and they will host the Canada West Final Four beginning in the weekend of February 22nd. Now, as for the men, the situation a little bit more complicated on their side. They are in the playoffs. They've locked up a spot with a record of 13-7, but the situation a little bit different. They are tied for fourth in the conference with the Manitoba Bisons. But if they can win both games this weekend, they will lock down one of the home playoff dates for next weekend in the first round of the playoffs. The way it works in the Canada West playoffs for both the men's and women's volleyball is the top 7 teams make the postseason. The first team, number 1 ranked team, they get an automatic bye to the second round where they'll host the Canada West Final Four, while teams 2 through 7 will then play best of 3 matchups. So you want to be in the 2, 3, or 4 spot in order to host that first round playoff, and that is what UBC is aiming for when they take on the Mount Royal Cougars this weekend. On Friday night, the men will play at 8 o'clock, the women before them at 6, and then on Saturday night, the women at 5 and the men at 7. Of course, both games at War Memorial. If you're looking for a little puck action, you want to come here to the Doug Mitchell Thunderbirds Sports Center for the UBC men's hockey team is in action against the top team in the Canada West, the Alberta Golden Bears. In fact, the Bears are the number 2 ranked team in the entire nation. Now, the Bears have locked up the number 1 spot in the Canada West. That means they have a first round bye and home ice advantage throughout the Canada West playoffs. As for the UBC men, well, they too have locked up a playoff spot, but where they will play and who they will play in the first round next weekend remains to be seen. The situation is this: UBC is in 5th spot. They are 1 point behind the Calgary Dinos, and if they want to get into one of the hosting spots for next weekend's first round, which is the 3 through 6 teams playing each other, well, then they're going to have to move ahead of the Calgary Dinos. So they will have to take care of their own business against Alberta this weekend, while they may need a little help from the Mount Royal Cougars, who are taking on the Calgary Dinos this weekend. Puck drop is 7 o'clock here on both Friday and Saturday night to see the Thunderbirds and Golden Bears in action. A reminder to fans that we continue our senior weekend, so it's a great opportunity to not only come out and support all our UBC athletes, but specifically our senior and graduating athletes who are playing their final regular season home games, so the men's and women's volleyball players as well as the men's hockey players. So please come out and support them and show them your appreciation for the outstanding careers that they've had here at UBC. Now, the big reason why we're here at the UBC Sports Hall of Fame is because earlier this week, the 2013 class was named, and some unbelievable honorees that will be inducted this year at the annual Big Block and Hall of Fame dinner. And they are this year from field hockey, Penny Cooper and Victor Warren; from women's basketball, Jessica Mills; and swimming, Jessica Deglau; and in football, Jack Henwood. Now, from the team category was the men's soccer teams from 1989 to 1991. And the women's volleyball team from 1972 to 1974. And finally, in the builders category, the doctor is in. Dr. Rob Lloyd-Smith, the longtime team physician for UBC Athletics, is also being inducted. Congratulations to all the worthy inductees. Just an outstanding group this year in 2013. Now, a reminder to fans at home, if you want to keep track of everything UBC Athletics, all you have to do is go to our website, gothunderbirds.ca, for all the latest details. You can keep up with the games that are happening here at home, but also as well as the games that are going on the road. Now, a busy weekend on the road as well. The men's and women's basketball teams, they're up in Prince George taking on University of Northern BC. The women's hockey team battling out for playoff positioning. They are in Edmonton to take on the Alberta Golden Bears as well. How about this getting started this weekend? Women's softball, men's baseball, golf, and track going as well. So Tons of UBC action for you to keep up with. Also, check us out on Twitter at UBC T-Birds, hashtag GoBirdsGo, as well as on Facebook at facebook.com/Go Thunderbirds. That will do it for another edition of Thunderbirds this week. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you soon.